Hello. ఇంకేం రాలేదు. హలో, చెక్ చెక్.
Good morning to all of you, my dear students. We have invited senior professor Panda sir from Kids University, presently working as dean. So now I request Danya Madam to present a bouquet to Professor Bhavani Prasad Panda sir as a token of respect. Please, please. Now I request our principal Behraji to say a few words about Professor Bhavani Prasad Panda sir. Please come. Good morning, Honorable Chairman sir, Honorable guest of this occasion, my esteemed colleagues, and my dear students, friends. I deem it an honor and privilege to say a few words about my beloved teacher. Our guest is, let me at the outset, let me clear. Professor Bhavani Prasad Panda sir is my guru, my teacher. He taught me. Under his able guidance, I did my PhD in criminal law and successfully completed my degree also from Bharatpur University.
our beloved teacher, my beloved teacher, Professor Bhavani Prasad Pandit sir. It does not require an introduction. He himself is an institution and he is a well-known, recognized figure in India. Sir, we are grateful because without any questions, he accepted our invitation and ready to deliver few words for the benefit of our students. Much obliged for your kind consent, sir. We are so honored to have Pandit sir with us today. As I told you, as a part of any program for the benefit of our students, I would like to introduce our guest with our student. Professor Bhavani Prasad Pandit sir, now is a director of KIT Law School, one of the most renowned institutions in Odisha, and not only in Odisha, thank you sir, in India. So, and also Pandit sir was the founding Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, and formerly Professor of Eminence at Damodar Sanjeevanil National Law University, Visakhapatnam, before joining to KIT Law. Started his academic career in 1987 after a brief stint with a multinational power plant consulting engineering firm, Messrs. Design Consultants at New Delhi, where he worked as a commercial executive with excellent track record, having vivid experience in marketing, monitoring, fund flow, and legal support. Later, worked as a principal in NPM Law College at Visakhapatnam, the least known law college during those years, gained the distinctions of the most popular and most sought after law college in the state of Andhra Pradesh during the year 1987 and 1994, sir. A well-needed team of academics were built into the system at the college, and all the members of faculty distinctly achieved top positions in their respective fields of study and life. Further, having come in contact with two eminent professors of the time, that is Professor Nilakanta Ramakrishna Madhava Menon and Professor NL Mitra, NLSIU Bangalore, during the formative days of National Law School in 1988 to 1991, found the right motivation and the focus as well as passions to advance with legal education and contribute to excellence. Later, our beloved guest conducted his research in law on the changing structure of juvenile justice system in India with reference to young adult prisoners at Hostel School in Visakhapatnam, and obtained the PhD degree in 1994 from law faculty, Barampuri University, Odisha. Professor Pandit sir worked at Madhusudan Law College, Utkal University at Cuttack, and later shifted to Barampuri University, where he scaled to the position of professor in the year 2004, while getting exposure to all-round academic administration in the university system. Dear students, if I will read his biodata, it will take so much of our time. We are here to listen here today. So let me, with this, I would like to conclude my introduction speech here, and we invite our beloved teacher to deliver lecture on the today's topic. Sir.
esteemed chairman, good friend, Professor Dr. Kripareddy, the principal, respected Dr. Vijay Kumar Bhaira, and esteemed faculty members, dear student friends, I am honored to be present over here to speak to you a few words on the subject probably will like. I thank Professor Reddy to give me this good opportunity to come over here, and I'm really grateful to him. Well, friends, Professor Dr. Vijay Behera was telling me you would like to hear something on criminology, victimology, subjects like that, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me try to make things easy. The subject like criminology and victimology, they're not the strict subjects of law. They're additions to criminal law. But what is law? Whenever this question, what is law, is coming to your mind, and particularly when you're looking at criminal law, I think you need to understand social reality. To understand criminal law, we need to understand and have a good grasp of society and the sociology and the criminals aspects of society. Long time back, I read every society deserves the criminal it has. I hope all of you understand Telugu. No? No issue. No issue. Yeah, academically I have to moderate myself. Well, looking to this particular criminal justice administration, we need to understand how the criminal justice administration system in this particular country is functioning. Pretty well we know there is one of the very important wings, police, supported by prosecution. Matter goes to the court, criminal court, then adjudication with the support of the defense counsel. Thereafter, either acquittal or conviction. With the conviction, then the particular person will be sent to a jail for suffering his sentence. Mind every word that I am using. I didn't say punishment. I said for suffering the sentence. Okay. Criminal justice administration in India is a colonial vintage. I am only trying to speak to you people. Something not readily available in the books, but you need to think on your own. Law is a subject where you require your own independent original thinking. Particularly most of the people who are studying law, they will be either participating in the defense counsel more or counsel. Because I am limiting the criminal law, I am looking only defense counsels. Okay? Keeping this is our framework, we need to remember what is the role of defense counsel in the criminal justice administration and how the criminal justice administration system in India is functioning. I will be making a very sweeping statement. You may agree, you may not agree. If you agree, wonderful. I'll be thankful to you. If you don't agree, I'll be doubly thankful. For the reason you are thinking. Most important thing is you need to think. My statement over here is the entire criminal justice administration that India is having is obsolete, is colonial in vintage, and we are not thinking very progressive something. I'll try to justify the statement. Again, you may agree, you may not agree. Always I'll be using this particular word that you should agree or you shouldn't agree. For the reason, it is your prime responsibility as an advocate to make the court either agree or to disagree. So for me, you are the court. I am standing before over here with an argument. My argument over here is you are leading a system by which you are not doing anything good to the society. It's not your fault. The system is not changing. By the syllabus, by the course, by the advocacy, by this. Whatever you may mean, no issue. My point is, your Indian Penal Code was created in the year 1860 it was created. But draftsman started in the year 1830 by Lord Macaulay, the first chairperson of the first language. And it took 30 years to create this document, though it was drafted within 3 years, but for one or the other political reasons, it came to light only in the year 1860, and it could not be worked out because CRPC was not ready, and CRPC was made ready, then 1860, 1862, 63, 1889, I think, CRPC has stopped, then the Indian Penal Code has come into. This is all legal history. And when Lord Macaulay has created Indian Penal Code, what is Indian in that? This is the year 2023. Have you ever bothered to sit down and understand what is Indian in that? What is the system prevailing? You must have studied legal history, legal and constitutional history. Before Indian Penal Code has come into operation, it was one good thing, one particular law for whole of the national jurisdiction it has come into operation. But before that, there was Sardari Divani Adalat, Sardar Nijamat Adalat, and the other court systems. And there are all Nyaya Panchayats, all the things are rampant in different government. Something on the British government, sometimes on the Muslim rulers, something on the Indian native rulers. So almost all the whole of Indian jurisdiction was in a disgruntled pattern. This Indian Penal Code has unified it. This is the great good thing that Indian Penal Code has done. But the question is, again I am telling you, India is a country with great diversity. And we are proud of our diversity. And we feel happy, whatever I am. I feel proud of my tonsured hat. I feel proud of my this dot. I feel proud of my dress. So also I am sure each of one of you must feel proud of everything. And I did not bother what you think about me. I need to feel happy. I need to live my life. I am not living your life. And today we are saying India is a country of great plurality, great diversity. We have how many types of tribes in this country? Any ideas? More than 450 varieties of tribes. How many caste system? Lot of caste system. And how many languages? Lot of languages. Even the language Telugu, right from North Andhra to South Andhra, they keep on changing the way we speak, the way we tell. And with such a great weather and wonderful diversity, we suddenly brought something called uniformity. And we called uniformity is our new strength. And in India, because British were ruling, with a colonial design, and Macaulay was there, and thereafter things started happening differently, and were bound by that law. Who made the law for us? The foreign rulers. And which law we have been following? The law that has been framed by the British colony. Now that law, have you ever thought of whether that law is taken care of by cultural strength, my heritage, my traditions? These are the questions now we are questioning. My culture is very important to me. Anybody bothered about that? Today we are bothered. Now with this particular change of thinking, the way that we are thinking, this is our own country. This is our nation. This is our community. This is our society. This is our way of thinking. These things were not taken into consideration. Of course, whether it is important or not, it is for you to decide. Second thing is, the Indian Penal Code is the only code which is least affected by any amendments. Whatever the amendments were affected, they are very nominal. And recently we have seen some amendments, serious amendments in provisions like section 375. Now again, when the section 375 has been amended, did you give any indigenous thought? Or again we are going with the colonial model that you need to ask. These are all my topic secondary at the moment. My main topic is where these particular people they go for after sentencing. After sentencing, we go to, suppose I have been adjudicated that I have committed wrong and I am guilty and I will be punished. And how I will be punished? That is the topic today. Well, the subject which explains the science of punishment is called as penology. Penology is a topic, penology is a subject of the course of recent object. There is the science of punishment is there. But sociologists have taken this particular topic. First they started the topic called criminology. It is Edwin S. Sutherland in 1940s. He started thinking of criminology. The word criminology was coined by Caesar Beccaria, then Lombroso, and all the other people are called as criminologists. But basically they were psychologists and psychiatrists. They started doing research on the mind, skills, why a man particular behaves in a particular manner, why this particular person who is called murderer brings a dagger and pushes his dagger into the body of somebody until he dies. What is the psychology? Is it sadistic nature? Or is it revenge? That's why why this particular type of people they do this type of crime. So all this is called criminology. In the criminology, there is one particular topic called as penology. There is another diversity called as victimology. Okay? And these are all the subjects not studied initially by a lot of people. Initially, they were studied by sociologists. It is Max Weber and his team subsequently they studied. Okay? Auguste Comte is the father of criminology, sociology. And the subject sociology started evolving very fast. Because a lot of people never thought it's our cup of tea. We should bother about it. We know if a matter comes to the court, court will decide and thereafter punishment will be given. Once punishment is given, the fellow will go to jail. But whether the case is completed the moment the person has gone to jail, that is what you need to think. who are making a big drama in the colonial model of criminal trial. How the criminal trial is initiated? By FIR or a complaint, then police investigation, then framing of charge sheet, then placing it to the prosecution and trial, and then trial, defense counsel, then adjudication, then sentencing process, and in the sentencing, if found guilty, punishment. Until then, most of the newspapers will be covering some news, media. Once somebody is punished, people forget it. Are you concerned about that particular person anywhere? Nobody bothers. But the real life and plight of the particular person starts from that particular point of time. As long as I have been not educated as guilty person, I am as good as you are. I am only an accused person. Anybody can be an accused. But the moment it is established in the court of law beyond all reasonable doubt, then I became a guilty man. And once I am a guilty man, throw him in the jail. So once I go into jail, the world totally forgets me. Media forgets me. And my family also forgets me. And what is going on with me? Any idea? Did you ever had a chance to visit any jail? You have visited jail. I must thank the college for giving that opportunity. And once you got to jail, do you think the world within the jail is what you expected or thought of? Or the jailer must have taken to you, okay, this is the ward, this is what, these are the life prisoners, these are the under trial prisoners, and this is the food that we give, this is the division of labor, these are the facilities, this is the industry we are having, that is the industry we are having. Is that the thing that you have seen? If that is what you are seeing, that is what you have shown. There is a world inside jail. It's a different world. These are the jail people. You need to understand the structure of the jail. How the jail really functions. The person who has taken you inside the jail, what are his powers? Do you think that he is a policeman? He is an ordinary watchman. Nothing more than that. He is an ordinary watchman. He has no powers. He is only to follow the court order. And he has to function as the head watchman, head warden, jailer. Wonderful designations. Superintendent, assistant superintendent, means chief security man, chief security man, assistant security man, all these things. Because why I am saying this thing, not to degrade them. The difficulties are something that you don't understand. Who are the people who go inside jail? Let us take it a different way. Those particular people who have been found guilty. Who will be found guilty? He may be goons, he may be a dangerous person, he may be a ruffian, he may be all sort of a criminal really. Do you think this particular watchman simple over here, he has the power to control him? That is the question. And that particular person is really in a difficult situation with the rise of your human rights consciousness, 1993 Human Rights Act, and you have what are the international documents? Any ideas? International Universal Declaration of Human Rights, 1948, ICCPR, International Convention of Civil and Political Rights, IPCSR, International Convention of the Economic, Social, Cultural Rights, fine, and the additional protocols. This is called International Bill of Human Rights. And how they are functioning? They are functioning not by government. They are functioning by civil society. Who are the people, who are the watchdog of this particular human rights? You, me, anybody in the society. We can say, here is a human rights violation. And what the government is doing? Human rights violation means it's government's failure. Government failure will be identified by whom? By NGO, by a civil society. So these particular civil society, they make a big hue and cry about the prisoners' rights. Prisoners' rights. What are the rights of the prisoners? Very interesting. Prisoners have certain rights. What are the minimum rights they have? Food, shelter, dress, some labor. These are the rights. Fine. Who is to provide this thing? State. State will provide by whom? By the jailer, by the jail. Whether the jail has sufficient capacity, you must have visited the jail. There must be a lot of under trial prisoners. Less of real convicts. Now the jailer is worried about the under trial prisoners more rather than the real convicts. But jail is created for whom? Jail is created for the convicts. But government is making arrangements also for the under trial prisoners the same. And what the under trial prisoners? Until you are caught, you are an innocent person. Every accused person, until he is caught red-handed, prove the case beyond all reasonable doubt, he is to presume to be innocent person. These under trial prisoners have all the rights, what rights you have and I have, because they are no different. And how they are going to control them? Have you ever thought of controlling anybody? And controlling somebody is a huge and difficult task. Controlling somebody means you are trying to act on the liberties of somebody. You are trying to regulate the liberties of somebody. Controlling the liberties of somebody is not an ordinary. Now this particular jailer, whether he will listen to the inmates, the prisoners, or the prisoners will have to listen to him. The rule is the prisoners have to listen to the jailer. Suppose they don't listen, what he can do? Can he beat them? Can he force them? Can he push them? What he can do? Have you any idea? Technically, he cannot do anything. As per the books of law and rules, he cannot do anything. Only has to request them. Look, it's already 8 p.m. You must go back to your cell. Please go to the cell. If you will not go to the cell, I punish you. What punishment you are going to give me? Get lost. I don't care you. What you can do? No, you shouldn't tell like this. You'll suffer again. You'll send it to the court and all the things. And once all these things will not work out, because you and me, civil society, we have taught this particular prisoner, these are your rights. You should do this thing. You don't need to care. Live on your own. No problem. For a moment, I'll tell you an example. Suppose a prisoner comes and beats a jailer, gives him a good slap. What he can do? Any idea? Can he apply Newton's third law? He can't do that. Then what will he do? He will have to come out immediately, complain to his superior. Then you have to come out to the police station nearest, not jail, FIR. Then the case is stopped. He has to be sent to the court. And who is the evidence and who is the proof? Already slap has given. It don't remain over here. It vanishes. Who is going to support this poor jailer? You need to think. This is the system British created. But at the time, British jailers were different. They are having solid powers. No human rights issue. If somebody beats them, they'll give left and right full, settle. That is the system Britishers. But today, it's an independent India. IPC did not change. CRPC did not change. Jail manual did not change. But what it changed? Human rights have come. Human rights have come. I am not a human rights activist, nor I am not. I am an ardent criminal philosopher. I am only trying to tell to you people how the change is taking place. What is it you are doing? Are we reading that properly? Now coming down, This is one particular aspect to remember. I'll connect it later. Now, what is the purpose of punishment? What is the object of punishment? Why do we punish? There are 4 theories, isn't it? Theory number 1, we started from revenge. I have been beaten. My natural instinct is apply need and third law. If I am beaten, I will beat you. Retaliation. Retaliation. Retaliation can go what extent? Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, leg for leg, limb for limb. Okay? You felt it's no good. It's very dangerous. Go to stop it. Then we thought what? No retaliation, no revenge. Don't take revenge. Where the states, where the governments will take the responsibility. Will take the responsibility. If they have beaten you, we'll take you to the court and we'll give you the life lesson. Then your power is gone. The power has come to the state, and state takes the responsibility. Okay. Whether the state able to discharge this responsibility to the best of the level. I have been beaten. My fingers are over here. And now the government passes some order. He may be punished, he may not be punished. Even if he is been punished, on what basis he will be punished? Is it for retaliation? Is it for revenge? Or is it for retribution? That is the first theory. We say we punish because of retribution. Retribution. What is retribution? Because he is beaten, he is given pain, we will also give him pain. As if a needle takes out a needle, can the pain kill another pain? That is the question. Whether the theory of retribution is correct in the civilized society, in the changing society, that is for you to think. Whether the theory of retribution is appropriate. If somebody beats me, the state will take the responsibility to beat him, to give him pain. Is it okay? Then the theory came, where the society civilized. No, retribution is not good. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, limb for limb is not good. Well, that fellow is uncivilized. That fellow is a criminal. Do the state has to behave like a criminal? No. We'll have to prevent it. The theory came is prevention. We'll try to incapacitation. We'll try to put him in an incapacity situation so that he will not be able to do any punishment. He will not be able to do such particular, repeat such particular offense once again. But I am a victim. I have been beaten. I am still feeling the burn over here. The state said, no, we'll take him and put him in a room. He'll suffer there. Don't bother about anything further. But this pain, nobody bothers. I'm a victim. It's not victim justice system. It is criminal justice system. It is criminal accusatorial system. It's a criminal law. It's a penal law. It's not victim compensation system. Okay? Now a time has come, probably you need to think of victim. Okay. That's for you to decide whether you think of victim justice system or not. But over here, first of all, this particular prevention, will it satisfy us? You have beaten me, you have been prosecuted, found guilty, then they have put you in jail. They said 1 month jail for you is sufficient. Or maybe 10 days jail is sufficient. Is it okay? Then society got still more mature. They thought, no, think something further. Then another theory that is called, the object of punishment is not retribution, not even prevention, but it is deterrence. What it is? Deterrence. What is deterrence? Deterrence means, it's an example. You have to create an example to the society. Look, you have given him this pain. I am giving another pain. And the pain, you will remember whenever you want to commit such offense. So, creating an unpleasant situation to deter this particular person to think, oh, that time I committed pickpockets, no? was beaten, I was caught and beaten. Now if I try to do that thing, the pain is over here still. Let me not do. That particular feeling is the deterrence. I have to get the feeling that in the phantom theory of utilitarianism, pain and pleasure. Pickpocketing is a pleasure if I could successfully do it. If I'm caught, it's a big pain. And if you have seen any particular pickpocket records, the way he will be beaten, my God, such a pain you can never bear. He makes a venture now. Now that particular person is having 10,000 rupees. That's every chance for me to pickpocket like this. But if I caught, the entire bag will be going away. So I'll calculate pleasure and pain. Then I'll tell no. The pain in this particular pickpocketing is more. Let me not do it. That is deterrence theory. Deterrence theory is of two types. One is general deterrence, other is special deterrence or specific deterrence. I told you about general deterrence. What is specific deterrence? Specific deterrence is the pain and pleasure I am calculating specifically for myself. But general deterrence is something different. What it is? Tayo, that fellow is a pickpocketer, he was caught, he was beaten. Now if I have to do the same thing, I'll be also caught, I'll be also beaten. And that fellow could bear the pain, I cannot bear the pain. So I will not do this crime. Okay? So he has not committed any crime, but he has seen the other particular person, the way he has beaten, he becomes an example for him. Oh, it's terrible pain for me, I can't do that, I will not do that. That is deterrence. One is general deterrence, when others deter from doing a particular crime because the pleasure of the particular crime is so painful, if caught, let me not do it. Okay? And specific deterrence is, I have done it, I am suffering, I will not do it. We have general deterrence and specific deterrence. Then society still got more mature. Then they said, all these things are they really good? Giving a pain, is it the work of the state? Giving the pain, is it the work of the state? That you need to think and debate on that. They said, reformation, probably the right. We need to reform the people. We need to reform the people. If we can reform the people, maybe the society will be reformed. This is the point we are now caught in. These are the four theories of why do we punish. We started with retribution, prevention, deterrence, general and specific, and we come up to reformation. You go and ask any judge when he is giving punishment, in his core of the mind, whether he is using retribution, whether he is using prevention, whether he is using deterrence, whether he is using reformation, he will have no answer. Supreme Court said in many of the cases, we sometimes mix all these particular philosophies and give a punishment. A very lousy way of giving answer. Okay, the Supreme Court, the apex court would honor it. Now the Supreme Court said this thing, we are honoring it, a particular person is being sent to 10 years jail for committing, let's say, rape. This 10 years, how is he going to suffer? Is it deterrence? Is it retribution? What it is? Is it revenge? Is it prevention? Is it a theory of reformation that is going on? What it is? If anybody can explain, any phenomenologist can explain, I have my doubts. No. Absolutely no. If you are saying reformation, jail should not be like a jail, it should be like a hospital. A treatment. A psychological treatment, a treatment by which you will feel, yes, I have done a wrong, now I am repenting and I have to change. And I am not doing that. If it is a revenge institution, take the particular person standing in the public and beat him. Finish. which deterrence, if beat him in such a manner, people will get an example. I'll tell you one particular case in the years 1700s. In England, England was also a very poor country. They started ruling the whole of the world, that's a different thing. But economically, they were also very bad at one time. And at the time, pickpocketing was very popular. If you are not careful with your purse, your purse can be pocketed, pocket can be picked up at any particular point of time. Then the government thought, we'll give the maximum punishment for this pickpocketing. What punishment they described? Death penalty. There cannot be any punishment bigger than that. And how the death penalty will be given? Death penalty should be given in public hanging. Oh, wonderful. It's a deterrence. Why? It's a deterrence. So anybody will see it, he'll be scared. Oh, this particular person done pickpocketing and he was caught and he was hanged to death. So people will not do this any further pickpocketing. And once it happened, so somebody was caught, adjudicated, he should be given hanging. In a Trafalgar Square in England, they decided they are going to hang him. It's a very popular square on the bank of River Thames. And all the things are arranged. Judges were there. And all the public were given announcements. Here the hanging will be taking place. You can come and witness. And people gathered enormously to witness how the hanging will be done. And hanging was done. People have seen. They set their pockets. It was all pickpocketed. Nobody was conscious by seeing that pocket can be pickpocketed. Pickpocketed found that's a good time to pickpocket that. In other words, what? Pickpocketer knows at what particular point of time your attention will be somewhere else, his attention will be on the pocket. He waits for that. When you look into the 11th hour, oh, they hang, losing, oh, this fellow won't die. You'll be caught totally 100%. That's a wonderful time for him. Then the country realized death penalty is not the solution as a deterrent. There are many instances, all the modes of punishment have failures, but still we are not civilized enough to learn what actually jail is contributing. What actually jail is contributing. It is a British colonial model, and still we are going by it. If you go into jail, if you have gone to already jail and you have seen the jail, how many rich people are there? The people who are affluent money, hardly 4 or 5% for economic offences. Majority of the offenders are from very poor town. Socio-economically they must be very poor. There's nobody to take a bail. There's nobody for them to take a cognizance of case to the superior court to litigate further. If the cases can be litigated further, probably all of the whole of the jail will be empty. It's not happening. And in other words, jail is the place for the poor people of this country. The people who cannot afford to go to court. The people who cannot afford to go to the defense counsel, high cases, they only stay in the jail. Rest, either you get a bail, or you get a parole, or you get a after case, not after case, maybe probation. There are many methods by which you can run the government. Still, you are very influential. You can request the chief minister to declare his birthday a free day. Those could be people who have been languishing for 10 years. They should be left free. It happened during NT Rama's storm in Andhra Pradesh. Honorable NT Ramarao, his birthday is being celebrated. We felt, oh, those people who have been serving in the prison for last 10 years, this all should be left free. Because all of his friends were there. They were committed a lot of crimes. They've been there in the jail. They all came out. That is problem. So there are umpteen number of methods by which the government only creates an institution to show because we are not thinking seriously. We are not thinking like a jurist. We are not thinking like a lawyer. We are only thinking like a, what I should say, a robot. Read, apply the law. Read, challenge the law, question the law. Why this law should be like this? Where from this law is given? This is my country, this is my nation, this is my people. I have to have my own law. And my law doesn't permit. Yes, if I would have been a relative of N.T. Ramarao, probably I would have come out. But I'm not a relative of N.T. Ramarao. It doesn't happen only in N.T. Ramarao. Don't be prejudiced with N.T. I'm only giving a illustration. It happened everywhere in the country. It happened everywhere in the country. You need to think on these particular things. You need to question. I'm telling you, to only provoke you, I'm telling you, do you think this particular prison system is really working in this country? You need to think. If there should not be any prison system, it is not working. What should be there? Only if you identify the problem is not sufficient. You also need to identify what should be the solution. That is your homework. You need to think whether this penology, whatever you are studying, this whole theory of punishment, judges do not know why is he punishing. There is a chapter punishment under section, let's say section 300, there is 302 punishment. Maximum punishment is this thing and minimum punishment this thing. There is simple imprisonment, rigorous imprisonment, this imprisonment, that imprisonment. So some imprisonment is given. But what is the purpose? Your jurisprudence says, what is the concept of punishment? What is criminal justice system? It says there are only 4 theories: retribution, prevention, deterrence, and reformation. Whether this particular philosophical mind of the judge is applying any of these particular 4 theories, I doubt. I question. And I implore you people to question and think. You need to think on that line. Books, there are so many things. These are all obsolete books. These books only are giving the theories of the old. They are not giving anything to go future. The future we can go only by our own thought process, our own thinking. I implore all of you people to think. Thinking is law. Thinking is learning law. And reading something and saying, getting confirmed is not law. I tell you, you need to question. One of the qualities of a good student of law is to question everything. To question why this particular law has been made. Why the human rights activists are speaking this thing. Why this particular prime minister is having so much of power. Why this particular chief minister is having power to declare these particular people who are in the jail within 10 years they can come out. And why this particular judge is giving sentence without understanding the philosophy of the sentence. If there is any case at any time made in the court of law in India, asking, what is the purpose of 20 years punishment you are sending this particular person? Is it to suffer revenge? Is it for the purpose of prevention? Is it for the purpose of deterrence? Or is it for the purpose of reformation? Not even Tihar jail can answer. The best of the prison system is today, probably the whole of the country will compare, it is Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Most of the people are from Tamil Nadu. I think best of the correctional admission happening in the whole of the country today is Madras, it's Tamil Nadu. There's nothing to clear over here, my dear friends. But the question is, you need to think why it is happening there, why it is not happening elsewhere. At the end, we are all Indian. If you are not taking care of the other states, this contiguous disease is going to again affect us. We take examples, depends upon. And why it is? Even in Chennai also, even in Tamil Nadu also, the correctional administration, despite the best of the criminologists of the country, there also the prison system is getting into problem. For example, if you look into the Boston school system, heard of any system? Boston school system? I don't think you have heard. Okay, I'll try to give you a brief of it. One of the advanced states in the whole of the country was Tamil Nadu. After that, Maharashtra. After that, UP and MP. Who is this Boston? You know juvenile justice system, I'm sure. You must have read along the CRPC. Because juvenile justice system is come into operation only in the year 1986. JJ Act 1986. Do you know how this particular act was created? It's a very interesting story. Before creating this particular system, I'll give you a small history of it. Juveniles are all children. That's what we know. And JJ Act also defined children below 18 years of age are called juveniles. Isn't it? Now the children are there right from the beginning, even before 86. How they were treated? You must go and understand that particular system. Children were not treated like that adult criminals. Yeah, during the British time, any particular person who has committed crime, who can commit a crime? IPC. Anybody who is more than what year? In IPC, anybody who is more than 12 years of age, he can commit a crime. There is infancy immunity below 7 up to 12 is conditional immunity. If you don't know the nature and consequence of the act, what you have been doing, and you are mature enough to understand what you are doing, then you will be made liable. So, it is conditional immunity between 7 to 12, but after 12, no immunity at all. You will be sent to, if you have committed a crime, you can be prosecuted. But, suppose you have been sent to jail with adult prison, what is your situation? For a moment, empathy, let us think that you are a child around 12 to 14 years age. You have committed some theft, you have been adjudicated, you have been found guilty, you have been sentenced to jail for 3 months. You will be sent to adult prison. Can you imagine what is the situation? What will be the situation? Have you ever thought of? That's horrendous stories. Horrendous stories. You will be nothing but a slave of one particular criminal. You will be sodomized, and you have to keep your mouth shut. Nobody is going to listen. After 3 months, you will be coming much more structurized. Lot of revenge on the society. What wrong I have done in this particular society has sent me to jail, and in the jail all this particular cruelty has happened to me. I must commit more crime. And he never bothers. No crime is more painful than this particular sodomy that he has suffered from. Imagine the situation. I am telling you people, you are less than 14 years. During that time it would have happened. Do you think you would have been here? Impossible. You would have been a criminal, structured criminal. That is the reason I said every society deserves the criminal it has. Realizing that, they said, we will not send our children to adult prisons. Where will we put them? We created institutions, children homes. We created children homes. There are 3 wonderful systems before JJ Act. Junior certified school, you don't call them as a jail also. You wanted to call them as institution. Calling a jail means stigma. If somebody has gone to jail means nobody gives him a job because he is a criminal. But we don't want to create that stigma. We created 3 institutions. Junior certificate school for the age group of 12 to 14. Senior certificate school 14 to 16. And a hostel school 16 to 21. This is the type of 3 institutions were there. That was there in Andhra Pradesh, that was there in Tamil Nadu, that was there in Maharashtra, that was there in UP, and other states they have done scantily. Why this particular disparity happened? Only some states, why not all the states? Because children is the topic of the state. I think of the Constitution of India, state list, central list, concurrent list. 3 lists are there. Out of that, children belong to the state list. Central will not interfere. It's only the state. The state government has to do it. So Andhra Pradesh government, Tamil Nadu government, and Maharashtra government, UP government, they were progressive governments. The government did not bother West Bengal, Odisha, from where I come, and Other states, they never bothered. And for that reason, these particular three institutions were not working. But you people are fortunate, you are in the Andhra Pradesh or you are in Tamil Nadu, and you must go and observe these particular institutions by the history, because the institutions were thrown away after the JJ Act. After JJ Act has come, all these institutions are gone away. And this JJ Act, 1986, why did it come? When the children institutions are like the junior certificate school, senior certificate school, and postal school, why do you have to bring the juvenile justice system? It's a very funny story, a political. It came in the year 1985. Recollect your memory, who was the Prime Minister of the country at the time? It is Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi became Prime Minister, but he was not enjoying all the respect of whole of India because he was a third-rank pilot officer. Suddenly got elected as a son of a Prime Minister, assassinated. And people in India used to give him a third-rate pilot officer. How is he going to be the Prime Minister for us? Well, look at that. He has to make his asset. He went to USA. It's a case for Indian Prime Minister to go to America and to give a meeting along with the President of America. They feel if they are able to conduct a meeting, they are the great Prime Ministers. That is one of the features, test of a Prime Minister in India, unfortunately. As if we are testing him, the Prime Minister had to go to America and conduct a meeting with the Prime Minister, President of America, and there have to stand boldly with him, give a press conference. Our Rajiv Gandhi also went over there, had a meeting along with George Bush Jr., and thereafter the meeting was over. Meeting was successful. Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi conducted wonderful. People in India clapped. Oh, what a wonderful meeting, Rajiv Gandhi. Oh, great person. The way he has conducted everything. Why I am telling you all these things? That's the reason. The reason is the meeting almost complete was coming out. Some of the press people, they came and asked, Mr. Prime Minister of India, in your country, the children position is very bad. In your country, juvenile position in your country is very bad. What is your take on juvenile justice system in India? You are not passing that law. Can you explain us? Neither the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi knew what is a juvenile, nor any of the troops who were along with him, what they are knowing what is juvenile. They could not answer it. Some of them managed it. The moment Rajiv Gandhi returned to the country, he asked, what has gone on with you people who don't know what is juvenile system? Why did you brief me? He was very much annoyed. Then he said, I need only 3 days. You make a law of juvenile justice system. Tell to America who have done it. And who is going to make this particular law? Rajiv Gandhi was having full majority in the parliament. 3 professors sat down. Professor B.B. Pandey, Professor Hira Singh, and Professor Srivastav. And B.B. Pandey is from criminal law. Hira Singh is from Director of Social Institution, Institute of Social Sciences, and Social Studies, Srivastav. These 3 people they sat down. They prepared. They just copied 1960 Children Act in different manner. Removed the word children, they added the word juvenile. Okay? They created little modification. They said, this is the law we have created. They passed the parliament. Undoing all the Children Act earlier, all the institutions earlier, from now on what Juvenile Justice Act 1985 or 86 will be in progress. Okay? 1986 Juvenile Act has come. This is how the laws in the country are being made. The same way, Indian Penal Code is also colonial. JJ Act is also not colonial, but by active campaign of a foreign propagandist for the purpose of juveniles, they will done. And what has happened? 1986, Juvenile Justice Act has come. If you look into the books of law, no cases have come up to 2000. No cases. Because government has created institutions. Then these particular NGOs, why they were serious about this particular juveniles? They wanted to take the control of the juveniles, children, creating children homes. So that they will create children homes, they will take care of the children. That was their object. Nothing wrong. These are the days the parent is not able to take care of two children. This NGO is coming forward that we are going to take the care of the children with a lot of difficulties. What are the children? Two types of children. Children in need of care and protection. Children in conflict with law, or juvenile in conflict with law, or juvenile in need of care and protection. These are the two types of juveniles. And they have somehow met with Parliament in the year 2000, modified the law. They said, yes, NGOs and civil society will be also given the power to have a stake in the juvenile justice system. Then many juvenile homes have come in the whole of the country. Foreign funds started coming. All this thing got evaporated by Modi government now. No more juvenile institutions now. Where are the NGOs? No foreign funds. Our children are taking the same position where they are. Who is taking care of them? The government is taking care of them. And in the meanwhile, we know this particular case, Nirbhaya. And we identified whether this particular person who is having that particular intelligence and mind, whether he can be tried as an adult person. And ultimately the law was passed, yes, he also can be tried. If he is matured enough to understand like a matured person, he should be, even if he is less than 18, he should be tried as an adult. Look, the way the law is being passed, the law being changed, the law is being mutilated or understood. Unless we are critical, unless you and me are critical and we think our nation is going to suffer. We don't know why we punish. We don't know where to punish. We don't know where to send somebody. If you are an influential person, you don't need to go to jail. Even if you go to jail, we'll provide you a wonderful place. Tell us that. Only you have to pay the money. That's possibility. So with this particular system, today we have come to a very critical state of affairs. Go for the readings of juvenile justice system, your penology, your victimology, your criminology, your criminal law, all these particular things need a total overhaul. Thanks to this particular Modi government, they are thinking at the moment on that line. They are thinking to revise the whole of the criminal law. And for your kind information, if you are participating in this thing, I will be really grateful to you. Modi government, Amit Shah, the Home Minister, has made an open announcement. If anybody has any suggestion to change the law, if there is any particular thing wrong in the Indian Penal Code or Criminal Procedure Code or Indian Evidence Act, please write to the Home Ministry. We are going to include. We will call you and we will consider your question. But in India, with all our advocates, with all our law teachers and law students, hardly anybody replies. Even till date, I am telling you, if you look to the portals of Home Ministry, certain suggestions have already been given by some people, by the committee created by Amit Shah. He says, give me suggestions, read this thing, whatever I have written. If it is okay, fine. If it is not okay, tell me. If it is okay, I will pass it to law. If you are not responding, it will be passed to law. Many times, law in India is not passed that way. Because we don't bother. Now it is your responsibility, my dear friends. You are study properly. Think on it, whether your CRPC is correct, whether your IPC is correct, whether your jail is correct, whether jail system is okay. And to my mind, if you ask me, there should not be any jail. No punishment. You are not competent enough to punish anybody. You cannot punish anybody. Only you are punishing, if you are punishing, you are only punishing poor people. You cannot punish the rich people at all. You cannot touch them. You cannot touch the elites, influential people. Only the particular person who doesn't have anybody, you punish him. You send him to jail. And he will go there, he will come out a bigger criminal. And that is what has been happening in this country. Only poor people suffer. You change the system if anything pinches to you. If you change the things, at least back an argument, you all can write research articles. Writing research articles to start from now onwards. And you are all matured enough to understand what this particular system is. Are we meant for being ruled Are we supposed to rule? Every law student should think, I am the future lawmaker. I'll be the person who will decide what the law should be. If you're not thinking this way, the state of the country is really bad. Few people think, yes, I am the law, I'll make the law. I will ask the government to make the law this way. Then I think you are contributing. You're studying like a law student. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. Thank you very much. I can take questions. 3 questions I will take from anybody. 3 questions. Anybody can ask me 3 questions. Any question?
Yes, you are free to ask questions. If anything comes to your mind, there is any questions in your mind regarding technology and technology.
There's somebody.
Feel free.
There's somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you are asking this question, I'm answering this thing. Tell me, what are the sources of law? What are the sources of law? Very good. Customs, okay. Vedas not. You're speaking of Hindu law. I'm not speaking of Hindu law. I'm asking law. What are the sources of law? Yeah, somebody saying. Legislation, number 2. Legislation and custom I accept. Precedent, very good. Only 3. Pardon? There are 2 more sources. I'm giving you a clue. International conventions and treaties. 1 more left. 1 more left. Jurist opinions. If you are a law, if you are a person who is an advocate or a lawyer or something to do with law, you will not find material of law anywhere more beyond this. These are the only 5 sources of law. Customs, legislation, precedent, international conventions and treaties, and juristic opinions. Okay. Now the question you are asking, whether legislation is more powerful or the judiciary is powerful. What does the Constitution say? Our Constitution is basically a Constitution which is created by the division of power very clearly, and we have followed the British model. In British model, you see in the whole of the world there are 2 systems of law. One is called as common law system. The other is, I want answers. The other is, very good, civil law system. India opted for common law system. What does common law system means? Common law system means it's only case model. The cases is to the court and judges is to decide, and the matter is to be recommended as a law. Thereby, precedent and the concept of stare decisis has become the authority. So that is one of the important sources of law. Now, India opted for a written constitution. British opted for unwritten constitution. Written constitution means what? Means a legislation properly drafted. So legislation is superior at the places where they should be And the judiciary has to be superior at the places where they should be. There is a very clear theory of demarcation, division of power by Montesquieu. If you must understand the political theory, why do we separate powers? Because power is most dangerous thing. Power corrupts, ultimate power corrupts ultimately. And how to, if I give you power, maybe you are an honest person, I will spoil you within 1 year. You are a very honest person, you are a very sincere person, you are a very nice person, I give you power, I give you tremendous power, I will spoil you within 1 year. Because society will not leave you so easily with the power. And you want to do something very honestly, you cannot do. So automatically you get into the upside. Who is going to check you? It will be checked only by another independent body. That is judiciary. And in India we created also executive, judiciary, and there is also fourth state, that is media. So in India, the question who is powerful, legislative or judiciary, this question is not an important question. This question is important to the extent when the dispute comes. What type of dispute it is? Whether dispute is with respect to law laid down by the parliament, whether the parliament only had the power of making the law. Yes, parliament only had the power of making law. But only in those gaps which parliament failed to do law, then the court will intervene. If the parliament is done, court has nothing to interfere. Court is not supposed to interfere. So making of the law is the job of the legislature. Job of the legislature. It's the legislation. And implementing law or guarding the law or supervising the law is judicial. So the division is a very clear division of power. You cannot say somebody is powerful, somebody is not powerful. If you don't do this thing, democracy will not work. For working on the democracy, we need to follow Montesquieu theory of power. But in a countries like civil countries, judiciary is not the important. Justice will be automatically done because in those countries corruption is to the lowest situation. Japan, France, we have civil law countries. Legislation is very important. Once the law is passed, suppose the law is passed in India, this route is one-way traffic, the next day we will not bother. We don't mind paying challan, but we will just go and come. But in German, if it is declared this is one-way traffic, the next day this road nobody is going to violate. That makes all the difference. This is our colonial history. That is civil law country's history. So we need to understand, I'll tell you again, what are the laws that we are having, we deserve them. Yes, so age is the quality of the law. Age is the quality of the people, that is the quality of the law. If the people are good enough, certain laws are redundant. If you suppose imagine a country where there is no rape or sexual offences, do we need to have a particular section of section 375 in Indian Penal Code? No, not necessary. If you have more sexual offences, then we will have sexual violations. Then we have more number of stringent law. Section 375 in 1980s was something different. In 1985 was something different. In 2012 it's something different. 2016 is something different. Why so much of change? Because society is falling down. We don't consider. And this is the thing I can answer for you. Any other question? One is over. Two more questions I can take. Yeah.
Recently, there are robots for the atmosphere. They are introducing robots to ask so we are going to refer some other cases. We are going to argue by the reference. So why not be in the movement? Is that something?
Yeah, in other words, you are asking for AI, artificial intelligence model in criminal justice processing.
Right.
That's what you're asking. Well, all this particular intelligent system and software, they are only man-made. The robot cannot be more intelligent than what you are if you are the maker of the robot. Isn't it? On maximum you can give your own intelligence to the robot. That robot is going to function. Like I tell you, Indian Constitution was created by those members of the Constituent Assembly who are highly learned people at the time. Isn't it? And we have said this particular Constitution is one of the best constitutions in the world. But I say, all the problems together the Constitution. Those particular people who sat down to decide the Constitution in 47 to 50, look to their history. They are all British educated. They have not studied in any other country other than British. Their level of education understanding is only colonial. Nothing more than that. They might have read the whole of the world. They must be more, at the time they are more biggest gyanis of the whole of the country. 1947 to 50, they took the responsibility to really give the constitution to the government. They have given the longest constitution to this country. What it is? Look to the 1935 Act, Code of India Act, created by the Britishers to rule Indians. That particular 1935 Act was taken and little changes here and there with some particular provisions. We created the Indian Constitution and we created a preamble. We say, we the people of India, sovereign constituted India and sovereign first secular republic, blah, blah, blah. We guarantee to our people justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, and security to the nation. Fine, wonderful. Can you think anything beyond that? If your constitution is so strong and so wonderful, why so much of corruption? The biggest cancer of this particular country, India, is corruption. And the roots of corruption have gone on that particular day by choosing the Constituent Assembly members. This is my view. You don't need to agree with my view. I am also challenging the Constitution itself. Well, your Constitution today is 70 years old. People everywhere they say it can be amended. We have already amended more than 100 times. It can be changed. Why this particular Constituent Assembly speakers or the members, they have not taken the example of France, Japan, Russia, China, Italy, other countries? Why people they have to bother only about the Kamala countries only? And now why are you thinking for running a family court, inquisitorial model, diverting from the adversarial model? What is the particular Divyagyan you have today? What is the wonderful wisdom come on you? You need to think on that question. So, my answer to your question is, you cannot create a better robot than you. And if you think you are the perfect man, I salute you. But it's not possible. None of us are perfect. We need to create a system which will address to 140 crore population of this country. Not the 40 crore population of Constituent Assembly days. India is growing. Our thoughts are changing. Technology is growing. Developments are come one way or the other. And today you have a development. When I attend the Tirupati, I have seen a lot of flyovers across the whole country. Everywhere flyovers. Is it a flyover country? Where are the drains? One rain comes, you are drenched until this particular point. No drains. Development. It is also okay. But we need to be critical. We need to question these things. You don't question. Liars are supposed to be this. The biggest civil society in the whole of the world is Advocates, Bar Council of India. Biggest civil society, largest civil society in the whole of the country, whole of the world. The Indian Bar Council. But where are the advocates who goes and fights? Every year we are producing more than 2 lakh advocates. India is producing 2 lakh advocates. Where are the fights? Why do I bother? I'm not getting any money. It's okay. Chalta. This is the right thing. So you don't expect fantastic things are going to happen to India until and unless you really are looking to 140 crore population, so much of diversity and so much of difficulties we have that we need to address. The culture, Every particular corner has a culture. Every human being has his own ego, his own knowledge, his own excellence. We need to honor those things. Okay, second over. One more question I can take. Anybody from girls?
You said, but not satisfied with the punishment currently undergoing in our country. And what will you be suggested for the victims of rape, or any other thing against our country or against our national security?
Yeah, it's not the question of my satisfaction and dissatisfaction. Number one. But the question over here is, every day we are developing, every day we are growing, we are expanding our laws. If all of us are giving our own thoughts, intelligence to that, that is the question. If all of us will sit down and think seriously, wonderful things can happen. But we don't do that. You will say, even in Supreme Court it happens. The senior advocate, senior judge gives an order. The immediate judge will be sitting there. What my brother judge said is, I agree. I am saying all that is, don't agree with anybody. Apply your own core intelligence. Ask a question. Why the law is like this? Whether I am satisfied, if I am not satisfied, whether my friend is satisfied, whether the community is satisfied, what exactly is going wrong? Why the things? I wanted to dream India a wonderful place where there will be no sexual offences at all. But why it's not happening? Why men become cruel so much? Who is the particular man? Is my brother? Is my father? Is my fraternity? Their constitution says fraternity. Where is the fraternity? Where it is going wrong? Are we only dreaming of words, using some particular word to satisfy to the world? We are all brothers and sisters. We are not brothers and sisters. Then what we are? These are the questions you need to think. Where the things are going wrong? We are creating a culture. What I should say, I don't know. I don't want to get into that debate. But today, even in the families, both wife and husband, that wonderful time is taken away by the WhatsApp. In the nights, wife sleeps separately, husband sleeps separately. That time is most occupied, wonderful time is occupied by WhatsApp. And this beta system has changed. After COVID, I don't know how many of you people really study. I feel very much disgusted. You don't apply your mind to the books. You don't read. If you don't read, who is going to change? You are the change agent. You are the tomorrow. I am already gone. I am already gone. My time is over. But you people need to read and think and debate. Debate with whom? Among yourself. Question with whom? Your friends. If you don't have that particular feeling, my thinking or not thinking will not do anything. I still think for India something much better. But can I do that? No. You people need to think. Yes, we can do it. We can provide it all together. That's what Obama said. We can. And if you think that we can, we can. Thank you.
With this,
Just like to propose a lot of things. You will explain, sir. Yeah. Yes. During that, that is good.
Yeah, I know it is the time for lunch, but I thought we should not miss this time. I hope you, my students, you enjoyed a lot today. And we all enriched by the lecture, mind-blowing, thought-provoking lecture by my beloved teacher, Professor Bhavani Prasad Panda sir. Please give him a big hand. Really, he is praiseworthy. Not this is not the first time when since the last 15 years I'm associating with him. In the last 15 years, wherever he is going, he is encouraging, simultaneously provoking the students, come forward, you are the future of this nation and you ought to do for something for this nation. This is his idea. So he molded the life, he saved the young minds, and also he is a philanthropist. So with this, I would like to invite I would like to request our Honorable Director Sir to felicitate our beloved guest as a mark of respect. Now, I would like to invite my esteemed colleague, Professor Danya Madam, to propose a vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries of dais, faculty members, non-teaching staff and my dear friends, good afternoon to all. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude and love to our beloved Chairman Sir, Dr. Tripathi Sir, for conducting this wonderful seminar on technology, themology and victimology. And now I would like to take this opportunity to thank our esteemed guest, Professor Bhavani Prasad Panda Sir, for addressing the need of the hour in the most simple and yet effective way. Thank you so much, sir. This session was not only helping us to understand the concept of phenomenology and victimology, but also its impact on the society, that to the evolving society and evolving nature of the law. Thank you so much, sir. I express our sincere gratitude for spending this much time with us. Thank you so much, sir.
Students, I know your pain, but please wait for attendance, okay? Now, Ajit sir, I would like to invite Abhijit sir to take care of attendance, students' attendance. Abhijit sir, please.
Like yesterday, 3-year LLB general and 3-year LLB honors. Stay back. Girls, please leave to your respective rooms. 5-year BA LLB general room number 442, honors 45, BBA BCom 47. General afternoon sessions for court visit for girls, that is BA honors and BA general and BBA. There are 60 girls. Please assemble in the court premises by 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Girls. You assemble there by 2 o'clock. Boys will have classes. Boys will have class. Boys and the other batch will have class. Classes shall continue for the boys. As usual, like yesterday, we will have class. Veda? Oh, yeah, no problem. We can go. ഇതാണ് ഒത്തൊരുമ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Boys, please leave. 5-year general, BB and BCom. Please leave.
Three-year LLB students, honors up to 198, 99 to Abhijit sir. From 200 onwards, come to me. Unless and until you people stand in the queue, we won't allow you to sign. What is this? Queueல நின்னா மட்டும்தான் sign போட ஆரம்பிப்போம். Queueல நில்லுங்க. Stand in a line. Those who have seen, please leave the wall, please. Kindly leave the wall. Those who have seen.
Next. Participating in set an example. And if it is needed, you will use an item money or something. There should be a punishment. Please, Sulika, you tell me how to make. Why are you sitting in the last bench? Can you come to us? Know that whatever is taught and whatever we are learning, despite of experience about it. Despite whatever you do, listen to something of it. Yes. Madam, what was he doing there? Why did he take this ID card? Yeah, other than why did he why did he take this ID card? He was every month. Actually, he was discussing what was going. That's right. ഒരു പേപ്പർ ഉണ്ടോ പ്രോസസ് നീ നീ 4 മണിക്ക് എണീച്ചു ഞങ്ങൾ എത്ര മണിക്ക് എണീച്ചു
എന്താ ഓർഡർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് എന്ത് ഇങ്ങോട്ടോ
15 ഇമ്പോസിഷൻ പറയട്ടെ ലാസ്റ്റ്
ഇല്ല മൈക്കില്ല ഗസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടോ
15 തവണ 15 തവണ പോലെ ഇവിടെ ലാസ്റ്റ് Who is staying there? Along with you. We are.
Oh, yes. Very scanty strength. Huh? Right. So, మీ ఫ్రెండ్ ఒక అమ్మాయి ఇంటికి అయిపోయిందా రైట్ లాస్ట్ బెంచ్ అలా మిగతా వరకు பிரகாஷ் என்னவா ஏசி இருக்காங்க இருக்காரு. So today we are going to see winding up of the companies. Yesterday we have seen voluntary winding up. Today we are going to see compulsory winding up. Compulsory winding up of companies. Right. So you know that once corporate insolvency resolution process fails, subsequently the NCLT will order for winding up of the company. Now, here, like insolvency and bankruptcy, here winding up and dissolution, two terms will come into picture. Winding up and dissolution. Right. In fact, these two terms change to be what is called appears to be one and the same. There is a drastic difference between winding up and dissolution. They are not same terms. Winding up is different. Dissolution is different. Right. During the winding up and dissolution, in fact, we can claim it as winding up is the first stage, dissolution is the final stage. Right. Winding up means nothing but assets will be sold, liabilities will be repaid. Right. Now, during the time period between winding up and dissolution, the legal existence, legal status of the company continues. That means, you know how company comes into existence by operation of law. Likewise, companies, what is called death also should come by way of operation of law. In between winding up and dissolution, the legal status of the company continues. Here, what happens is, during the winding up proceedings, assets will be sold, liabilities will be discharged, but the company is still going concern only. Ultimately, when everything has been finalized, then what happens? A statement of offense to that effect that assets have been sold, all the claims of the stakeholders has been given. I have given one big list straight away. You cannot repay to whomever you want. The Companies Act prescribes a different mode. Again, here you can approach the National Company Law Tribunal under Companies Act 2013 for winding up and dissolution, or else you can go under Insolvency and Bankruptcy Court, but adjudicating authorities are one and the same. You understand? You can approach under 2013 Act also for winding up and dissolution, or you can go under Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act, but adjudicating authorities are one and the same. When after enactment of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, right? Now what happened? You have sold the assets, discharged the liabilities, you have filed a statement of offense with the adjudicating authority. Now adjudicating authority passes a dissolution order. That means company has been dissolved. That means it is no longer in existence. At any point of time during the winding up and dissolution, again company may be revoked by the tribunal. You understand? The legal existence continues when, unless and until a dissolution order has been passed by the NCLT, that dissolution order has been what is called filed with the registrar of companies. Then only legal effect or legal consequences will come into picture. Right. Now, earlier what happens is, There are 7 grounds that has been prescribed under 2013 Act. 7 grounds on which you can go for winding up and dissolution. 7 grounds. Subsequently, by the enactment of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, 2 grounds has been removed. Right. Now let us examine the 7 grounds on which the companies are 2013 will permit a company to go for winding up. First one is if the company is unable to pay its debts. If the company is unable to pay its debts, then it may apply for winding up. This is the first ground. 7 grounds 2013 Act specified. When the company is unable to pay the debts. Second one is if the company has by special resolution resolved that the company would be wound up by the tribunal. Company passes a special resolution so that they are going and filing the special resolution with the tribunal to wind up the company. Right. This is the second ground on which the company can approach. Third ground is if the company has acted against the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency or morality. This is another ground on which a company may be owned up. If the company has acted against the interests of integrity and sovereignty of India, security of the state, friendly relations with the foreign states, public order, decency and morality. That means the company's interest is running contrary to the interest of general public. This is third ground. These are the grounds prescribed under 2013 Act. You understand? Fourth is if the tribunal has ordered the winding up of the company under